It could be argued that pendulums have always existed, and like physics in general, it's just that we didn't have language for them. But this is an oversimplification, especially in terms of human achievement. It's incredible to recognize these early uses of math and science among the ancestors of the world, especially when we notice that we still use some of the tools today. The earliest written record of someone using something like a pendulum to divine information is from Ammianus Marcellinus, a Roman soldier and historian from the 4th century CE. In Book 29 of the Roman history of Ammianus Marcellinus, he references an individual performing a ritual in which he placed a round dish inscribed with the letters of the alphabet upon a tripod, in the likeness of that of Delphi, over which he balanced a ring which he held suspended by a flaxen thread of extreme fineness. The ring touched and bounded off the different letters on the dish, and from these letters the diviner spoke verses that corresponded to the questions that were being asked. Divination was a fairly common practice in ancient Rome, but the use of a pendulum as divination isn't common. It is more common to see examples of haruspicy, divining information by examining the entrails of an animal, or augury, interpreting the movement and behavior of birds. Most divination was done to determine the will of the gods. Meanwhile, we have the plumb bob, a tool used in construction, carpentry, and surveying. It is a simple weight, usually with a pointed end, suspended from a line. A plumb bob is used to determine if something is vertically straight, by working with gravity. Plumb bobs existed in ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, ancient Peru, and in other times and places around the globe. When observing a plumb bob, purely from a metaphysical perspective, they look exactly like pendulums, and it's more likely than not, in the infinite expanse of time, space, and human history, that someone in ancient times used a plumb bob for divination. That's cool to think about. But as a logic-driven individual with a love for math and science, I think the practical uses are at least as interesting. There is a distinct possibility that the ancients did use plumb bobs to divine information, but it's not up to us to speculate or rewrite history in a way that benefits us.